power purchase agreement between the bulk power purchaser and the generation company. Again, it is governed by the Electricity Act 2003 in respect of tariff, in respect of manner of payment of bills, in respect of regulation. You will always get the nomenclature which is referred to as regulation. That NIPCO has regulated the power supply to Meghalaya. Okay. That NTPC has regulated the power supply to Meghalaya. Or even the power grid has regulated the power supply to Meghalaya. What does the regulation mean? Regulation means they will stop the drawal of the power or supply of the power. But still, that fixed charge will have to be paid. That is what the law, Electricity Act 2003 provides. And therefore, this is how the PPA will revolve around. Various regulatory commissions like the CERC, Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, which takes the responsibility for fixation of the tariff from the generation company to the distribution company, the bulk power purchaser, in respect of the central generation companies, is with them. If it is with the state, like the LESCA, it is with the State Electricity Regulatory Commission. Now, after the engagement with Ministry of Power, what did we do? I referred yesterday, I gave a suggestion to the government. Now, this revised tariff policy in sync with the Electricity Act 2003. Now, here in para 3 of this letter, addressed to all the states, because this issue was being taken up by other states as well, not just Meghalaya. So, the para 3 says, the states can consider, okay, I will read the two paras for the benefit of all friends. The second para say that various communication have been received in this ministry by the states for surrendering their allocated power from central generation stations. As on date, around 4,700 megawatt power has been surrendered by various states to be reallocated to other beneficiaries. The list of such references has been hosted on the Ministry of Power's website. It's available. As I have said in the House yesterday, you have to just go to the website. States have also been requested to give their consent to avail such power so that it can be reallocated. Okay, that means surrendering, then we have to give consent. As on that, no such request for reallocation is pending with this ministry. That means reallocation requests have been already considered by the ministry. Accordingly, this power could not be reallocated to some other beneficiaries. Hence, the fixed charge liabilities continue to be with the original beneficiaries. Okay. This is for the whole country. Okay, not just for Meghalaya. Why it is for whole country? Because nobody can escape the provision from the purview of the Act itself, the Electricity Act 2003. There cannot be a special law for Mr. Conrad Sangma or for anybody.
Doctor.
Wait, I'm coming. Then para 3, it says, the states can consider to use the provision of tariff policy, namely para 621, for such cases so that the states can get some relief from the fixed cost liability. Now, what is this? Have they studied? If they have studied, then they will not require to pay that fixed charge of 11 crore. That's what I'm saying. They have to read everything. They have not read. They have not spent time because their priorities are different. But the state is bleeding. If MECL is bleeding, that means MECL is a part of the state. That's why the state is bleeding. Now, what does this particular tariff policy at para 6.21 says? I have read yesterday in the House. That means both the beneficiary state, in our case, that means MECL, and the generation company, in this case is the NTPC, will have to sit together, discuss the quantum of power which they want to not draw on a particular day. And that has to be discussed. And as per this policy, it provides that both the generation company and the beneficiary bulk power purchaser can decide to sell the power through the power exchange, and whatever benefit is accrued beyond the tariff is shared at the rate of 50:50 between the generation company and the beneficiary bulk power purchaser. This is the provision. I have read about it, but then this has to be done, on a real-time basis. On a real-time basis, before midnight, it has to be indicated as to how much power will not be drawn and how much power will be made available for sale under this particular tariff policy. Now, have they done that? No. Now, because the total second phase and third phase of the NTPC Bongaigaon thermal power station started operationalization from the end of 2017 and 2019. Now, the lack of response to this available space of an alternative or an option to sell this power which the MEESL would not draw, that could have been sold. So you save the state from that 11,000 crore. So they are paying 11,000 crore because they don't know how to save it. That's what I have to say. You go through this particular this tariff policy is available in the website itself.